Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about something that no one knows about, and that was my 8th grade graduation story. No one on the social media knows my 8th grade graduation. The 8th grade graduation story was a really sad and time in my life. Okay, well, to begin, it was graduation day at my school, and I started dressing up as a girl in like 7th grade. So I wanted to graduate my last year of middle school, which was 8th grade, as a girl, since all my teacher and even I wanted to. So I called my mom and I was like, "Mom, everyone wants me to graduate as a girl, so can I?" She said, "Let me call your dad and I'll talk about it." So she called him and he said no. Then he came home and started to yell at me. And at the time, I just wanted to graduate as a girl. I didn't care what I had to say. I just wanted it to happen. My dad was like, "No, people are gonna laugh at you. They're gonna hate you. It's embarrassing." As a child, hearing those words come out of your parents' mouth is possibly the worst thing ever. Of course, me being me, I said a lot of things back to him. I yelled at him as loud as I can. I'm the kind of person where I don't care who they are. I will speak my mind and I will say what I have to say. I told him, "So do you have a problem with me?" He said no and started to yell at me some more. So I yelled at him again, and this time I said, "So do you have a problem with it?" He said no, but he kept on yelling. So I got up, I went to his room and I yelled at him really loudly. "If you don't have a problem with me, then why do you keep yelling at me? If you don't have a problem with it, why are you constantly yelling at me?" That shutted him up. He stayed in his room quiet for the whole entire day. The house was so hectic, I remember my sister and my mom leaving. So me and my dad were in our own separate rooms, and I went to my room and I went straight to my diary and I wrote down every feeling, every emotion that I could think of. I have the diary with me right here and I'm going to read you guys some of it. If you guys want to listen, you guys totally can. If you guys don't, it's totally okay. Sorry if I'm having trouble reading some of the things. It was because I was so mad. I just wrote down everything. I didn't even care about my grammar. The diary is better because I wrote it the day everything happened, so it has more emotion and feelings put into it rather than just me talking about it. So let's start reading. June 18, 2013, graduation. Hey guys, so today is graduation and I'll be dressing up as a guy. As much as I hate doing it, I have to because my dad would be there. A lot of the teachers there at my school are very disappointed in me. I'm disappointed in myself too. I have the world out there depending on me, saying I'm their inspiration because of how strong and confident I am. But not today. My whole life I have been hiding it from my dad. I hid it from him because I knew how much it would hurt him. My mom talked to my dad about it and he said no. What pissed me off is that today is my day. Graduation is my day, not his. None of his friends are going to be there. My whole life I have always thought about him and how much it would hurt him. And for today, only today, he can't even think about me. He doesn't even think about how happy I would be. He doesn't. What kind of father is he? And still today, I'm still thinking about him. Even if he said no, I would have dressed up already because it's my day and I want to. But I'm thinking for him and dressing up as a guy because it's what he wants. It's not what I want. It's not what I want, yet I'm still doing it for him because I love him. I just wish he can think about my happiness for just one day. I just want him to give me back the same love that I gave to him. So about 2 hours later, I didn't go graduate. I stayed home. I cried way too much and I was completely not in the mood. I still can't believe the most important day of my life was ruined over one person. Graduation was a one-time thing only and it's over because of my dad. I missed the most important day of my life. Later, my dad came over and started yelling at me. He told me that people were going to laugh at me and such. Later it got to the point where I couldn't stand it, so I yelled at him. I asked him, "Do you have a problem with it?" He said no, so I told him, "Then why do you keep yelling at me?" He stayed quiet and didn't say a word. Every time I look back at this moment, I just want to cry and give up on everything. I still can't believe I missed graduation over one person. The most important day of my life is now thrown away. It's all because of one person. I can never go back again to graduate. It's over for me. Something like that is the reason why I can never forgive my dad. XOXO, John Liu. It was horrible because the next day was the last day of school and I didn't attend. It broke my little heart seeing all these Instagram posts from my friends the day after, saying how it was so much fun and all these pictures of graduation and stuff that I totally missed out on. I actually had to delete the Instagram and Facebook app for like a week until all the posts went away because I just couldn't bear myself to look at all these posts when I couldn't live the moment with them. It was horrible. I was in the worst and darkest stage of my life. I remember me not talking to my dad for the longest time I can remember. But the thing with going through these hard times in your life is that you grow from them. It makes you a stronger person, and that's exactly what it did to me. It made me a very strong person, and I'm kind of glad that it did happen. So if anyone's going through family problems where your parents are having trouble with acceptance and is yelling or giving you a hard time, keep in mind you're going to be a stronger person because of it. You're going to go through it and you're going to be so glad that it happened. At that moment, I was ready to leave my dad. I was ready to ignore him, and I was like ready to cut him out of my life. And I still am if that ever happens again. I need people that love me in my life. I don't want to have to force them to love me. I don't need people to feel sorry for me. I don't want to be the victim. I don't know, it's just me. So I missed my 8th grade graduation, which was the best year of my life, and the only man I can blame is my dad. That is something I can never forgive him for. Now until this day, I dare him, and I wait every minute of my life for him to say something about me dressing up. I let him win on my graduation day, and I swore to myself that I would never let it happen again, and I would never let him win. And from this day on, it's gonna be me. Me first, my happiness first over anyone else. And that was my 8th grade graduation story. Thank you guys for watching.